Well, the summer has plenty of reasons to get outside. There's outdoor music festivals, a state fair, heading to the pool or the beach. That means considering how to best protect yourself from too much sun.
Sun exposure is a cause of skin cancer, and one question is why Iowa has such a high rate of melanoma cases. KCCI's chief investigative reporter Suzanne Benke gets the facts.
Stacy and Ben, Iowa's rates of the most serious kind of skin cancer, melanoma, skyrocketed from the 1990s to now. In fact, the rate went up 169%. To understand the factors behind this, KCCI Investigates turned to one of the state's leading experts on the disease.
We have a high rate of melanoma and one of the fastest rising rates of melanoma in the country.
Mary Charlton counts Iowa's new cases of cancer as director of the Iowa Cancer Registry. That includes melanoma. Since 1992, Iowa's rates of the most serious skin cancer jumped 169%, she says. KCCI Investigates sat down with Charlton to get the facts to some of the most common questions Iowans ask about skin cancer. Are there any factors that the registry has found behind that big increase?
We have a very high proportion of white population.
Of Iowa's 3.19 million residents, more than 8 out of 10 Iowans are white.
The darker your skin, the less likely you are to get melanoma. So the more diverse your population is, the less melanoma that you will have. Because we have such a high proportion of white people in our state, just by that fact, we're going to have a higher rate of melanoma. If you restrict just to the white population and you compare us to the rest of the country, our ranking falls. We're still high, but we're no longer higher than Florida, California, or some of the Sun Belt states.
The CDC reports the states with the highest rates of melanoma are Utah in number 1, followed by Minnesota, Vermont, Iowa coming in 4th, and then Arizona just after. Typically, the registry forms partnerships with hospitals for the data.
We are at the Iowa Cancer Registry quite aggressive about finding those cases of cancer. With something like melanoma, people don't have to go to the hospital in general for their care. Thankfully, they can a lot of times have it treated in an office setting. So we've developed relationships with dermatologists across the state so we can be sure to capture those cases.
Another common question related to skin cancer: is it caused by sunscreen? KCCI Investigates reached out to dermatologists who say there is no credible evidence that links skin cancer to sunscreen.
So kind of concerning things like that, we really want to encourage people to use sun safety.
The 2026 Cancer in Iowa report estimates 1,500 Iowans will be diagnosed with melanoma this year. Dermatologists recommend wearing sunscreen and reapplying, getting sun protective clothing if possible, putting on a hat when you head outside, and avoiding tanning beds.